Clock was never mentioned. I said I get out of choir at 8:30.
Leave it off. Show the guns, baby.
We're already recording, so choir's
show the
in
guns,
there.
Josh.
Oh, can't show guns on the podcast, everybody. That's how you get demonetized.
It's enough it's enough Louis having a gun box.
Oh wait, we don't make any money. Whoa! Welcome everybody. Let's go, George.
Are they going to cover it up, Josh? Or they wanted to get the lady viewers something to look at, or male viewers?
That's why we got Donald, man.
Let's go.
Whoa! Welcome to Metazoo with you, America's most favorite TCG podcast. I'm, of course, joined by the man who will not let you see his body on the cast. He'll show us behind the scenes.
You gotta join his OnlyFans.
The May the Zoo be with you OnlyFans.
And I'm, of course, joined by the man whose favorite holiday is today. It's tax bracket day. Donald!
Oh, tax day.
Tax day.
It is an honor to have Donald on the podcast on tax day.
It's his favorite holiday. He loves tax bracket.
I'm surprised he can afford it.
What, to be on the podcast? Or tax bracket?
I don't know. It just felt like a good dig. That's my one Donald dig of the day.
I would take
One?
that bet. And what are you drinking, Donald?
Margarita.
Oh, I thought it was a Red Bull. I was like, dude, it's 9:15 at night. But Margarita Donald is my favorite person in the universe.
I'm going to need several of these.
Do you have two of them ready?
I have 6.
Can you put one back real quick so that we can get to round 2?
Sure.
And
He meant back in the fridge. Slow down, man. Slow down.
by America's enabler-in-chief, the man who said Pokemon will only go up in value in perpetuity, just like Cryptic, Louis DeGeorge.
Hey, listen, my money's where my mouth is. I just got an Umbreon. Look at that. I got so much Pokemon cards on my desk right now. It's crazy. And we're joined by a man with an uneven, expensive haircut. George! George got a haircut this week. Looks like they put a dent in your head there.
I don't think they did.
What is that dent from?
My big-ass brain.
Did you ever notice that, Josh? I've been doing a podcast with them for...
So can I be honest with you? It's because I lost all the weight.
The dent right here?
The dent right here, right?
Yeah. It looks
I
like
lost
a dimple, but in your cranium.
Yeah. It's like, it's a sexy thing.
George, when you don't have as much to work with, you got to get it right.
I think it looks all right.
You got to get it right.
What do we need to
Problem is
do?
the neck was the problem. Like, I had a furry neck.
We couldn't get the comment section to pay for Donald's roof. Could we get the comment section to pay for George going fully bald? Is there an amount?
The comment section needs to wait like 6 months. The comment section's just got to be a little bit patient.
Complete shave
it's
there,
more of a
buddy.
commitment for me.
Yeah, Josh, forget it. You have good hair, buddy.
Yeah, congrats, Josh. Why don't you show us your muscles again, too, while you're at it?
Such a jerk. It's like, oh, look at me. Look at my hair.
Well, George, I got a couple grays because of my kid.
You have a couple grays? I wish I had grays. I used to have grays. I have gawns.
All right, everybody. Today we are talking about Magic the Gathering. Our topics, which we haven't really discussed, our topics are going to be the special Japanese promos for Final Fantasy, George.
Yes.
This is week 2. I want to know what George will pay for a 1 of 2,000 Final Fantasy card.
That seems like a lot, doesn't it? 2,000?
We'll talk about. We're also going to talk about Universes Within coming back. Donald loves Universes Within, hates Universes Beyond, so I'm sure Donald will have a lot of spicy takes on that. Then for I don't know, who knows. Then for Pokemon, we're gonna get into GameStop doing more and more TCG stuff. Is GameStop trying to overtake the TCG industry? And we'll talk about their new Pokemon packs.
And more important, are we all investing in it again?
Oh, GME. There's no sorcery topic. There's no Riftbound no Metazoo topic.
There's a Metazoo topic. There is a Metazoo topic.
I assume we have a Lorcana topic.
We have a Lorcana topic and a Metagoat topic, and I have a Secret Sauce topic. But
it'll be a fun episode, everybody.
But before we get started, I would like to speak on behalf of the podcast and congratulate the GOAT, Taylor Swift, for being the very first person to have 5 albums with more than 9 billion streams.
I have no idea.
I know I speak for the podcast when I say we were all been rooting for her from the very beginning. So we're proud of you, Tay Tay. Keep doing your thing.
Who's this?
Taylor Swift or somebody.
Is that a football player?
Is that the Romeo
Yeah,
and
you're right. Nobody
Juliet
watches
person
this
that sang a
podcast
song when I was like
it's amazing.
12 and everyone liked it? I can't
We
remember.
want to say congratulations to Taylor. You're the GOAT. Keep living your truth.
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. How's everybody's week been? You guys doing good? We haven't talked. None of us have talked all week.
It's probably better given all of our weeks if we just start talking about TCGs instead of our weeks.
Had a great week. Had a great week.
Good.
Donald, how are you, buddy? How's that?
Wow,
How was quiet?
fantastic.
No, that's the secret sauce. How's the roof?
Oh yeah, we did a
roof
Donald's. Hold on, we did a Donald's roof update last week, Donald, and I admittedly didn't know enough about it to give the full
That
update.
checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is
give
there
us-
still a hole? It's kind of binary.
Did
There
it
is.
did it survive the hailstorm?
Wait,
I didn't-
one
so-
second at a time, Louie. Donald, how's the roof?
Roof is still the same. Nothing has changed.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Obviously, that's why it's still the same.
I heard Louie ripped you off on the cards. We got you the money. Is that not
Yeah,
right?
you literally stole the only thing you love left in TCGs. You were
I
at the lowest point.
the money is not the issue. Getting the guy to show up is the issue.
Why don't? Well,
Have you
paid him
considered
already?
another guy?
I have been informed by someone that I should go with another guy, but
Who told you that?
my best friend told me that.
Okay, good.
I didn't tell you that.
Just so you know, when you were off the podcast, we all told you that. It's been weeks.
Yeah.
Louie, so
I
when-
called him and he said he's coming this week. We're halfway through this week and I still haven't seen him. So we'll see.
In that guy's defense, we had a major hailstorm, like
Did have
15,
material.
15 minutes of golf ball size hail
so,
hitting
Louie,
everybody's
how's your new
house.
car doing?
Dude, my car is completely effed. The whole it looks like it's white. It looks like a golf ball. I mean, it's just
When
it's
when you sent me the video, and I was like, "How's your car?" Knowing your car was going to be totally screwed, like I think it's fine. I'm
it
like,
looked fine, and then I dried it off today, and it was not
I'm
fine.
like, somebody's never gone through a hailstorm before. That was my takeaway.
Yeah, I made 3 insurance claims this week today. two
God,
two
your insurance rates are about
two
to go-
cars and my house. My roof is also.
Your insurance rate's about to go to 1K.
That's all right.
Now
That's
you can
all right.
afford it. You're in a better tax bracket than Donald. Don't rub it in his face, Louie.
It'll be okay. There's worse problems. Everyone's safe. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's happy.
So Donald, so what's the new game plan with your roof?
Okay. I think we're done with Donald's roof.
I'm
There's
not
no-
done.
There's no game plan.
The game plan is when the guy shows up, pay him the money and he'll fix it.
Have you
All right.
talked to the new guy yet or no?
No.
What?
There's
Donald,
he's not going to do a new guy. I know how this works.
you
Okay,
have a leak in your roof. You should take care of that.
George, check out the Discord server in the Magic section where I have posted these. These are the buy a box promos for the
They have
Japanese.
nabs?
This
Do
is
we get
for,
nabs?
so I don't think we know that yet, but for the Japanese booster boxes in Japan, these are the buy box promos. So it's an Arcane Denial, and one comes in foil, one comes in non-foil, and there's like a
Right. They look sick.
pull rate for them. And then the last one is called Force of Negation, which is a pretty popular card, pretty good card.
Expensive card.
It's a free counter spell, and Force of Negation is limited to 2,000. What did I say? I think it's limited to 2,000 copies.
Yeah, but it's not serialized. It's not like it's of 2,000.
Oh,
it's just there are only 2,000 of them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, there's
You can say when it's not serialized, you can say there's only 2,000 of them, but who really knows how many there are?
Donald with a conspiracy theory. I love
It
it.
is new artwork featuring Sorceress Ida.
Do you think they're
EDEA.
calling out sorcery?
It's the
Do you think
sorcery
they're like
topic
giving a
this
shout to sorcery when you run art?
Welcome to the sorcery
Welcome to the
topic,
sorcery
everybody.
I didn't think about that.
So I also noticed this week that Distro added, and maybe I'm just bad at my job, but they added Japanese boxes to the order window.
That's interesting.
So it's the first time the last time I remember this happening was Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, but I
Yeah.
think that was after.
That was after with the collector boxes they couldn't move.
Yeah. And
Couldn't you get Japanese War of the Spark too because it had the special planeswalkers in it?
yeah, I think that was a considerable amount of time afterwards. So like this is pre-order for release. It's kind of interesting.
I mean, I imagine they're just having a problem with supply. I mean, like I just imagine like the demand for the set is absolutely through the roof.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's going to be the best. I mean, it's going to be the best line Magic set of all time.
Are you a Final Fantasy 8 person, or you're just 7? I couldn't remember.
7 and 10. I liked 8. 8 was good. The problem was this.
8 is very drastically different
and worse. 7 is the all-time best game ever made, ever. Maybe better than StarCraft.
I've heard this from many people.
Yeah.
7 is definitely considered to be the best of the Final Fantasies.
They did a remake of that recently that everybody hated, right?
I hated I took off
because it wasn't a.
I told all the arcades I will not be in for 3 days. So I was like, listen, I'm going to sit my little fat butt on my couch. I had a whole thing planned. I never order food in. I'm opposed morally. I was going to order in pizzas and not leave my couch and play that game from start to finish. I went to the arcade the next day.
It just was that bad.
It's just like it's a different game. Like I get why they did that. It's a game that's meant for this generation, not boomers like me. The problem is like they don't have any connection to the game that I do. So like I guess it wasn't a great success because it was much more high action than like normal Final Fantasy VII. But like that's not what made Final Fantasy VII so good. It was the story, it was the puzzles, it was the mystery. I mean, like,
I thought it was just going to be a remastered.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to just redo the game.
Have they ever remastered that game? Or if I want to play it, do I have to go play it on a PlayStation?
No, they remastered it. It's fine.
Okay.
The game's amazing. You should play the game.
But if I want to do that, should I play it on a PlayStation 1?
No, you can get it remastered. That's fine.
Okay.
IGN ranked it as the 98th best game ever.
What's the number 1 game ever?
The original 7 or the newest?
Final Fantasy 7.
Hold on. Before we continue this, hold on.
What?
Are we fans of IGN on this podcast or not?
Not anymore. Not anymore. I can tell you that freaking much.
I'm kind of an anti-IGN.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
We're based on this.
I just feel like they're kind of pay to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course they are. They're a publication.
Okay. I was just making
this
sure.
This has Legend of Zelda at number 1. I'll accept that. Super Mario World,
one?
I'll take that.
Which one?
Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
What?
No.
Legend of Zelda.
They have the best game of all time as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Final Fantasy VII number 98 is diabolical.
Link
to the Past is definitely the best Legend of Zelda.
Dude, Monkey Island 2 Chuck's Revenge is rated higher than Final Fantasy VII. Oh, child.
Yeah, this is not a credible list.
Yeah, Josh, what did you Google? What did you Google? Oh, you binged it. That's the problem. I went
IGN.
Yeah, you binged it. I found
By the way,
you got bonged.
Resident Evil 4 being number 40, getting its top 50 spot as it deserves.
Yeah,
I mean, sure. Yeah, but
interesting.
Yeah, I know Final Fantasy VII, which was as good as Monkey Island 2, like Chuck's Revenge.
I know George's number 1 game is StarCraft. Maybe number 1 game is Final Fantasy VII. Donald, your favorite game of all time is World of Warcraft. No,
not even close.
Oh, hold on, let me try again. Star Wars.
Not even close.
Okay, what is it?
Earthbound.
Ah, damn it! I did know that.
Mm-hmm.
World of Warcraft has got to have.
I dropped that one. We've talked about that multiple times. Josh, what's your favorite game of all time?
I don't know if I can pick.
No, that's
World of Warcraft got to be up there.
Halo
2.
I didn't know I was asking my wife where she wanted to eat for dinner. I thought I was asking my male friend what his favorite game was.
We played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for like, I don't know, we would do 10-hour days of just
what
playing
an absolute
it was so much
college
fun.
frat boy thing to say.
It was so much fun. Brass Monkey Wednesday. Oh, good times.
God.
Good times. You a college frat guy? I don't have a college degree. I'm like a college frat guy. What?
I thought this was. I thought it was.
I
didn't know we're gonna fact check this podcast.
I thought it was tax bracket day, not non-college degree day.
You're the one that brought up college, there, college boy.
I think
I have a degree. That's why I'm in the lower tax bracket.
All of your fancy diplomas, George. Do you have 2? Can I borrow one?
Absolutely, they're all.
Thank
worthless.
you. I got one now.
They are. Mine is worthless for sure.
Mine's probably prestigious.
College is a scam.
Agreed.
Agree,
100%.
actually.
I told Joey, who is currently in college and has to do a speech on student loans. I told him that college is a scam and student loans is a pyramid scheme. And
maybe let's not tell the impressionable youth.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
Hold on. I want to.
he did a speech. He did a speech on me. So he cited me as a source for his speech.
Can we please back up? What college is rubbing people's nose in it? That's like, hey, give a speech about how much debt you're going in being here.
That would be Marshall University.
That's pretty terrible.
Oh, don't name him.
The
Name
herd.
his name.
The
Shame his
herd.
name.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Let's get back to our topic, which is the buy box promo. George, how much money are you spending on the one of 2000? You're the one that loves it.
Worth that much to you?
Oh, this will be worth a lot of money.
Oh,
But it's not a one of 2000. You can't say that.
$10.
Yeah. No, because it's a Force of Negation is an expensive card.
$50
When
card.
do you think? How much is a regular Force of Negation?
$45.
Oh, $45.
Yeah.
For a piece of cardboard. Those will be worth 50 then.
No.
60.
This is a $500 to $1,000 card.
No, it's not that high.
In what time frame?
It's 100 to 200.
250.
In what time frame? This matters a lot. In
This
6 months?
So this will be on release a $3,000 card that will drop to 500 to 1,000.
In what time frame?
You can list it for 3,000 all you want.
After a year. After a year, it'll be 500 to
0% cheap.
250.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think 250 is high, but you could convince me. I think it'll be closer to 100.
Interesting.
I agree with George.
There's a lot. That's a lot of cards in a foreign language.
Interesting.
In the tariffs.
It might depend. I guess my opinion was based on this not seeing an English version at all.
I mean, you can only.
If this is exclusive art limited to the 2000, that was what I was assuming. Then, in order to do a master set of Final Fantasy, you need this card. So you have the people who are wanting the flashiest version.
Usually include foreign languages.
I think if I was doing a master set of Final Fantasy, I would want at least every artwork.
That's an interesting. Do you think that
if this is a Pokemon thing, 100%?
Oh God!
Do you think that's going to be relevant? Do you think that there's going to be enough people collecting a master set of Final Fantasy?
So,
it's not something we see in Magic.
What I was about to finish saying is that you add that group of people with the people who just want the flashiest variant of Force of Negation in their modern deck and their whatever deck or whatever. And that's why it has to win. But I do think, Josh, that people will try and master set.
New sweatshirt, Louis?
No, this is a super old sweatshirt. This was like the original Kitchen Table TCG sweatshirt.
If you've been around your channel long enough, you can hear that sweatshirt.
Yeah. This sweatshirt is the first prototype of this sweatshirt too. This is the one I tested before I put them up at KitchenTableTCG.com.
And you were like, are you sure this is an extra large?
Where actually you can buy new sweatshirts right now. We just released new sweatshirts. So that's great. Anyway, there are people who do master sets of Lord of the Rings. I bet you I've interacted with in my store people coming through and contacting me, like 10 people.
I like how Donald's face called you out.
Not
so
in our
beautifully.
store, not like local,
Donald's
but I've
face
interacted with
was
online.
Like, that dude is
I
lying.
sold the serialized 1 of 300 ring to somebody the other day who traveled all the way down from Maine, bought the card in person, and showed off all the he has one of each.
Did they have to leave in the postal service? Like, what's going on here?
They actually did not want me to ship the card.
He listened to the podcast. He hears about Louis talking about Donald.
I was like, even I ship these cards all the time. It'll be okay. I've never had any issues. But he wanted to come down. Yeah, he also wanted to.
In fairness, they've seen you sleeve the cards, and they see your TCG account gets banned once every 3 weeks.
My TCG player account got banned once because of taxes, because of the IRS.
Yeah,
Twice. Once because of the IRS. Once because of your Pokemon scam.
My personal TCG player account got banned for buying because of the
Pokemon scam.
My business TCG player account got
from your Magic scam.
So your 2 TCG player accounts both got banned at different times for different reasons.
Oh my God. I hate this podcast so much.
I'm just trying to understand so I can empathize.
I just wanted to say you were scamming, even if you're not. I just wanted to say it.
Anyway, he
That
has
was Mojito Wing It Up.
he's collecting the entire thing. He has one of each serialized card, and then has on top of that, there's on top of that, he has the serialized version, and then like for the one of 300, that's like the 3 rings. He has it's one of 300.
Is it?
Yes. He has the one that's serialized, and then 2 of the non-serialized version to have 3, and then the 9 he has 1 and 8, and the 7 he has 1 and 6. So he has 7 of the. That guy's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
But he can never have it. He can never have a complete set.
Listen,
unless he buys the 101.
Listen, if that guy decides to master set Final Fantasy, he's buying this card. I promise you, no doubt.
Well, yeah, I mean it's gonna be $50. Who wouldn't buy it?
Hey man, Donald gets it.
Anyway,
I just don't think. I don't think master sets require foreign language.
I mean, I largely would agree.
You can call that a grand.
I also think we will see this art in the. It won't be a Japanese exclusive. It won't be a Japanese exclusive art.
I totally think it will. What are they going to do? Put Force of Negation in the set?
This isn't Force of Negation. It's one of it's how they. The card is not called Force of Negation. It is one of those where it's a card name and then it has Force of Negation underneath it.
So what's the card?
The card is, I don't know. It's listed somewhere. I read it. It's not, the card is not Force of Negation.
Don't we call the other one a Soul Ring?
Yeah.
The other one is Arcane Denial, but it's not called Arcane Denial. It's called something else. And then Arcane Denial's on it. Kind of like the Great Hinge was when they did the Great Hinge, but it wasn't called the Great Hinge. It's
okay. Hold on. So you think Force of Negation will then be in the set?
No. The box topper is Force of Negation, but it's not called Force of Negation. The card is Force of Negation.
Will the card that is Force of Negation that's not called Force of Negation be in the set?
No, it'll be the box topper in English.
Okay.
Donald's saying it has the same function but different name.
Okay. I think it's just going to be a buy box room. All right. Other news.
That's what I said.
I think it will just be a box.
Are you saying that the Japanese are the only ones that get a buy box promo?
I'm saying that this will be the Japanese buy box promo Force of Negation will be exclusive to Japan. That's what I'm saying. That this
and the English one will be in English boxes. I don't understand what's so hard about it.
I don't think we're getting box topper Force of Negations in the United States.
We're not. We are definitely not. They know how popular TCGs and how big TCGs are in Japan, and they're trying to not let the indie TCGs beat them. I can't even do it with a straight face.
I don't know what's happening.
So
I need more margaritas.
The most expensive version of Force of Negation right now is the retro frame one for
Donald.
$80.
How much?
You broke down Louis.
Roughly $80. There's no chance this is cheaper than a Modern Horizons retro frame foil.
Don't buy into their BS, Josh. They don't think it's $50.
Like there's no chance.
Okay. Elsewhere, we have a new commander deck for Secret Lair, and this commander
live right now.
It's not live.
Is it in the room with us?
They started.
No, you guys, it's a box topper in English that has the same function as it, but has a different name. Oh, welcome back, Donald.
Is the commander deck in the room with us right now, Louis?
Josh, that was a super. Dang it, George, that was a really good point.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Dude, the margarita Donald guess the card, win the cards are some of the best content on YouTube.
That checks. Donald, what kind of margarita is that?
Not spicy.
Plain margarita. Lime. Lime margarita.
Cayman Jack. What is
Cayman Jack? It tastes the closest to margarita that you can get in a can.
Have you tried every margarita in a can?
Probably.
Probably, in fairness.
This podcast is sponsored by.
I've tried every margarita, I think, in and out of a can.
Are you a big margarita fan?
I love margaritas.
You like spicy margs?
Love spicy margs.
Strawberry margs for me. It's just so good.
Not a
Isn't
margarita.
that a daiquiri?
It's a margarita.
What's the difference?
Daiquiris are made with rum.
Is that true?
Yes.
I trust Donald on this one.
Donald, our resident margarita man.
Or do you like daiquiris too, Donald, or no?
If it has alcohol in it, I'm fine.
Oh, this got depressing. Will we continue?
You
I
remember
don't
when
really-
I used to get
Don't
ostracized
really
for 2 beers on the
discriminate.
podcast?
Cheers, everybody.
You remember when I used to get roasted for drinking 2 beers? Thanks,
No.
Donald.
Who roasted you for drinking 2 beers on the podcast? I don't remember that ever.
He doesn't like beers. He likes margs.
Listen, our previous podcast host was never mind. All right. Raise the Palisade. This is a Lord of the Rings card.
You gonna make it, buddy?
Is this a mistake?
What is happening?
Donald, I have no idea.
I don't either.
They are reprinting Lord of the Rings cards in this new commander deck with different artwork, but the same name.
So it's going to be like that game. It's going to be like that card, and that's the box topper. Continue.
Yeah. So this is universes within cards. So we kind of thought that this maybe was done happening. That they we haven't seen any universes within stuff in a very long time. And now all of a sudden in the commander deck, you've got that. It's got different artwork, but the same name. Thoughts?
Okay.
Should they do more of that?
So what you're saying is you're surprised that they are printing universes beyond cards and universes within?
I don't think I'm surprised by anything. I think it's they did different art, so it's not Lord of the Rings art on this. It's
Right.
just a regular Magic the Gathering looking piece of art. I guess I'm surprised they didn't change the name.
Is this in or is this in Final Fantasy?
No, this is in
No,
the
it's
commander
Commander
deck. The commander deck that I
For which what sets commander deck?
sorry, this is a
Is this the secret layer commander deck?
Yep.
I think it's okay that it's this that it's because that name is not like a unique to Lord of the Rings. Like if it was Aragon and they printed it with like different art in a regular set, that would be kind of weird. But like Raise the Palisade could be anything.
Yeah, this one makes
I think it
sense to
fits
me. This I don't see a problem with this. Generic fantasy type cards with fantasy name. You switch the art, you make it more Magic the Gathering themed. That makes sense.
Yeah,
see
I'd
more
like
of
to
it.
see more of it. Like I'd like to see them do the. It'll be interesting when they get to the One Ring. Like how do they?
So
How
But
do they,
the one ring is just Soul Ring.
it's not.
Oh no, it's not. You're right. Wait a minute. The one. Oh, I thought you meant the one of One Ring.
Nope.
The one, which is also
that's
not
also not Soul Ring.
Soul Ring. But
What is happening?
I don't know.
no, what I'm. Never mind.
No, what are you trying to say? I like this. Let's roll with this. This is way more interesting.
Confidence is key, buddy.
This is way more interesting than whatever magic thing we're talking about.
They'll just do the reskin thing like they're doing for Force of Negation. They'll call it something else, but it'll be functionally the same as the One Ring. It'll say the One Ring underneath it, like Mecha Godzilla. That is,
but that's weird
Walking Ballista.
because think about it. The One Ring, if it truly references the Lord of the Rings object, right? You would think that that's tied to whatever the lifetime IP license that Wizard Coast has to reprint it. So when they reprint the magic version of the One Ring and call it, Jace's Ring of Power or something, right?
Please, Wizards, make it better than that.
Whatever.
I think
I'm
that
not a
it's
Magic the Gathering card creator. Get out of here. But can they put the One Ring under it in perpetuity? Because
it's not like they're held to, you can only use Lord of the Rings names for this 2-year period, and then
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear.
None of us know what it says,
right?
But
we don't know anything about the license. But that would be interesting. How do they do the inverse of what they normally do with the Magic the Gathering name and the Universes Beyond name underneath?
So
I don't think that's even a concern for them. I think they'll just do it if they want to do it.
certainly they have some sort of way around that or licensing thing. My gut would say that they won't be able to put the One Ring on it though.
Right.
I think they will have a.
They'll just print the same card and call it something else. They don't even. I mean,
Yeah, but then
they
you
do
can
that
have
all the
two-
time.
Then you
Yeah,
can have
now you've
two-
got an 8 of in a deck.
Yeah, so I think
They don't care.
I think it will come with some other text on the bottom of the card. I think they'll change it. It won't be at the top of the card.
They'll
It'll
just
be like
ban it.
it'll be like in the rules text of the card that this is a One Ring. Basically.
Yeah, or something like that, or
So
the one
that it's
thing
not using the IP out front. You know what I
The
mean?
one thing I hope they don't do is like do an errata where when you pull the card, you have to know. Like if it happens 3 years from now, you have to know it's a copy of the One Ring. You got to
Yeah.
go online to look it up. Like that'll feel bad. It's got to indicate on the card somehow.
They might.
Erratas are bad for card games.
Yes, they are.
Go check out my video.
Do you have
Bug
a new
alert.
video? Do you have a new video this week, Tom?
I mean, it's technically last week, but
Oh,
We
Donald.
We pumped it
depends.
last week. We pumped it last
Right.
week for you.
no, it was after the podcast.
Wasn't.
But was it not?
No, it wasn't. We pumped.
I don't know.
We recorded on Thursday.
I don't. Oh yeah. So yeah. Talk about Lorcana bans and why bans are better than erratas.
Errata's the worst thing you can do in a card.
Lorcana is just crushing
Errat-
it again, basically.
Erratas are terrible.
It killed the Dragon Ball Z card game.
This commander deck looks really good for the record. I think
The Commander decks and Secret Layer, man, have been insane.
home runs.
They've been really.
They're all very high powered. It's like because they, I guess, the
On a
way
1
there's
through 5, what power level is it?
like 5 being the highest.
What bracket
know.
is it, George?
Yeah,
well,
Bracket,
bracket-
it's all-
man.
it's all-
All precons are 2s according to them. So
Is that true?
Yeah, that's all precons. Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
And,
though. Does
and
that-
also what's really fun is precons cannot anything in bracket 2 cannot contain an infinite combo except for the precon they just printed that had an infinite combo in it. But it's a level 2, but it's also an infinite combo.
I love salty magic
I was about
Donald.
to-
It is my
a 8-card
favorite.
infinite combo.
It is my favorite Donald, other than tax bracket Donald.
The commander tier list is the stupidest thing they've done in a long time.
The problem is everybody I talk to likes the commander tier list.
Yeah.
So I
They're
don't
just
know.
lying to
I
you.
told you this from MagicCon. It works.
I cannot wait until they
We
change.
literally just sat down and played a game the other day with a guy who was like, "Yeah, I think my deck's a 2," and then he killed me on turn 3 for playing 2 tokens.
Commander players fly.
I was there.
Commander
Yeah,
players
Louis was-
fly.
I witnessed
Louis?
that.
Was it
Um,
Louis? Was Louis' deck a 2?
Louis'
had-
deck was a 5, and he also died on turn 3.
Louis, he doesn't update his. I don't update my decks.
This was a brand new deck that Trey just built for you.
It was a 2 then. I think it's a 4.
It had mana crypts and fetch lands and original duels, but it was a 2. It was a 2.
Lands and
I-
duels don't up the power level. of your
Yeah,
deck
I can
now.
have as many dual lands as I want in my decks. That's
And fetch lands.
Mhm.
And
there's
besides,
got to
they do
be
damage
some
to you.
perks.
Yeah.
Um,
Only bad players play fetch lands. Everyone knows that.
it's gonna be really interesting when they change the what's the special cards? What are they called again? The that adds the tier list, not special guests.
Game changers.
Game changers. All these lists of cards, special guests, the list slot, game changers. It's hard to keep up.
List
When
slot's
they-
not a thing anymore, so you're good.
When they change the game changers list and they move things around, that's gonna be the most fun podcast. I can't wait to argue that one. Like
No,
when they,
dude, we're not going to get into the nuance of
yeah,
it.
oh dude, they're gonna do that stuff. They're gonna unban like mock
Dockside extortionist.
dockside
Conspiracy theories?
and yeah, they're gonna unban all that stuff, and it's gonna be they're gonna put it on a new tier. It's gonna be so good. I
All
can't
my
wait.
collector boosters in here are going back to the moon when Jeweled Lotus and Dockside Extortionist get
I keep-
unbanned.
I keep every jeweled lotus that gets traded in.
Going to the moon.
Really?
Yep, I keep everyone
Going to the moon.
because eventually they'll unban it, and it's gonna be crazy. They can't have that card banned.
He keeps them and then washes them so that they're worth
Hold on, why
nothing.
can't
I
they have that
also-
card banned?
I also maybe watched $800 worth of those at one point. It's my
Why
mom's
can't
fault
they have that card banned?
because it's a staple of like they created a staple and it only lasted 2 or 3 years. Like if you think about the
It's
time,
also like not playable in anything other than Commander.
right, but if you think about the time, energy, resources, like it's a major part of 2 commander master sets. Like If you think about the time resources, it's a valuable card for Magic and for Wizards of the Coast, and they can't have that be banned. They have to have a place for that.
If you could convince me that one day if they need the reprint equity, but they don't care about Commander Masters and Commander Legends anymore. Magic's shown that they're next foot forward.
Yeah.
Well, it's also important to note that Wizards of the Coast had nothing to do with the banning of that card.
Right. Well, at the time. But so, like, my point is that now they're going to care about reprint equity.
Because of the banning of that card, now they control the ban list.
Right. Like,
they took over right after that.
Josh, I know they don't care about Commander Masters.
Sure.
It's sold out and it's done. It's 2 years old, and Commander Legends is the same thing. But like that card still exists, and that power level of that card still exists in people's heads. People know about it. People see it. They can't create a better version of that card, right? Like, and if they create a worse version of the card, it'll not do good. So they have to put that card in packs.
Well, but if they create a worse version of the card and keep that card banned, then it's fine, right? But if they create a worse version,
no, because the card won't be good enough to make it be a staple. I will put my flag down and say that card will get unbanned in the next 5 years.
This is like the reprint reserve list conversation where we all die 100 years from now. It will have happened, George. In 20.
So reserve list goes again when WotC sells, 100%. The next reserve list goes away when WotC sells. Like when Hasbro gets bought, or they take WotC and they sell it to another company, the reserve list goes away.
Even if they sell it to Altifox and Papa Rudy controls all of Magic.
If Rudy buys it, then it won't. Obviously, if Rudy buys it, everything's banned. Everything's banned. Reserve list. It's like MetaZoo, where they're like, "Hey, this is the reserve list 3 days after the cards are printed."
They're gonna have first edition collector boxes and unlimited collector boxes.
Metagoat's doing great. You guys are just hating on my game doing great. That's fine. We all know.
What's your game?
Metagoat.
That's more of a game than MetaZoo is.
Yeah. That sounds like an NFT. Are you pumping an NFT? Are we back 2 years ago?
Oh, please. MetaZoo can't be back until the MetaZoo NFTs are back. When the MetaZoo NFTs are back, I'm in.
Yeah, I can't come back until crypto is back.
Can you reach out to the team about bringing that back so I can dump a little bit?
I tried to get a hold of them. Be like, can you guys please bring back Ethereum? The answer was no.
The best trade of my life was trading George MetaZoo NFTs for
Ike.
That's so embarrassing to me. The best trade of my life was trading George MetaZoo NFTs for Fab cold foil.
Two completely worthless things.
God, you both just got wrecked.
You both got screwed, so it's fine.
Yeah, I definitely got banned from Fab and then sold all the cold foils.
Let's see, you got out. George, how are your NFTs doing?
Still have them, baby. Oh,
are you going to ship them to Louis in a fancy case? Oh,
I got the faith. They'll be back. We're going to crush it.
Oh, those were the good days.
Let's get banned from something else. Who can ban us?
Cryptic?
Has Cryptic banned us yet?
No. I wish.
Cryptic banned themselves.
All right, let's talk about Pokemon. Donald with the Pokemon topic this week. Donald's just on fire for the Pokemon market. GameStop has new product. All right, so I think this product is a joke. One PSA graded 8+ card plus 3 booster packs for $60.
PSA graded 8+.
Pokemon is just scams on scams and scams.
Don't worry, George. The card they have listed is the $2,000 Giratina PSA 10 alt art.
Yeah. Because that's what you're going to get.
I love the Pokemon market so much. It's just a bunch of like wonderful human beings treating each other with love and respect and fairness.
I think obviously
Pokemon is like the gambling of Pokemon is so absurd. Like it's like if opening the booster packs trying to chase the chase cards is not gambling enough, they find ways to make it even more gambling.
Well, it's like the pumping numbers, right, Louis?
It's crazy.
Describe TCGs.
No, Pokemon takes it to a whole
Pokemon's
other level.
Yeah,
Whole other
Nobody
level.
plays the game, so there's no playable value in the box.
the whatnot, like the whatnot raffle things where you get like a PSA graded card, and it's like 9 times out of 10 it's like this junk slab. This guy came in yesterday with like 65 slabs and was like, I want $600 and it's just like CGC 8.5 Japanese illustration rare, like a $3 card in a CGC slab after $3 card in the CGC. You got them all off of these whatnot things. That's what this is. But like, you know, there's a floor, there's a ceiling, and people know what they're getting into most of the time.
It's also, do you remember when Walmart sold those like cubes that
Yeah, they still do that.
Like it's kind of the same thing. Like at a big box store, all they're doing is just trying to get rid of inventory. Like they're just trying to get rid of stuff, and they're just there in there and trying to get you to buy the mystery bag. Like,
I think there's a place for mystery bags. I think, buy them from people who are reputable with them and have good ethics behind it.
The one guy makes a killing off of them, and they're like
Pokerev,
yeah, but they're like accepted by the community as like a new form of like collectible, like the sealed mystery box that guy packs or his company or whatever it is. It's wild.
That this doesn't surprise me that GameStop's doing it, but I do want to have a conversation of, is GameStop trying to become a cart shop?
No, they're trying to become whatnot.
No, not with just this product. I'm talking as a whole, George, not just this product.
I think GameStop would like to become an LGS.
What, Josh?
You have a company that's in video games, one of the biggest spaces and most profitable spaces. And they're like, you know how we could 10x our value?
But it's not that.
They're known to make money. They're known to print capital.
I think it's a backup plan. I think the video game space is not working out for them because you can get cheaper. You can get everybody's buying digital and or buying. You can buy your system somewhere else for cheaper. Like I think they're trying to pivot. I think that's what's happening.
I mean, it's funny because they had their big announcement they're going to start buying into Bitcoin. Doing the Michael Saylor move.
Michael Saylor move.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think GameStop really wants to be in that whatnot arena because that's where the money is. Like, that's where the money is.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, maybe eventually they start doing streaming. Now you're looking at like
the blind boxes, like the scratch and the dopamine X is what they're giving you.
Yeah, I mean the blind box game part of that, right? That's them moving product just like another store. But they're also starting to do like trade events, like an LGS
tournaments. They've had tournaments.
They're going to do tournaments. There, you go there. The whole right side of the wall at our GameStop anyway is Pokemon packs, Magic packs, Dragon Ball Z packs, that kind of stuff. The whole bottom half of the store is just plushies, and then there's like games. And I think, like Josh, my argument to me would be like, nobody's buying physical games in 5 years and in 10 years, and they know that. So
I think that's a bad take. I mean, like,
physical games are definitely not what they were, but I don't think the answer, if you're struggling from a business perspective, is to pivot into the market that for the last 4 years we've talked about is super non-profitable and hard to run, and like there's very little margin. Like but game stores aren't inherently super successful profit machines.
So do you remember what Channel Fireball used to do with like the indie TCGs? And they would have
scam everybody and lie to the community.
They would have
Jesus.
They would have
it's not wrong.
Exclusive promos.
This podcast sponsored by Spicy Margs from Donald and Josh. Continue.
And
sorry, I didn't know you were a Channel Fireball fan.
No,
definitely everybody. I'm a fan of everybody. People love me.
We are certainly anti-Channel Fireball.
Not George.
Not me.
I think they're trying to be the Channel Fireball of like Pokemon. Like they want.
Well, what? What is that take?
What do you mean? Like they get exclusive.
take.
They get stamped promos for, like, when I'm doing a master set of Surging Sparks now or whatever, I now have to go get a stupid stamped promo of the GameStop one because that's part of a master set.
You got master sets on the mind, dude.
I do.
Yeah,
Pretty
what's
They-
going on?
They are so much easier to control than an LGS. It is so much easier for Wizards or for Pokemon to control GameStop as an LGS than it is to control all the mom and pop LGSs.
What they should do is start their own TCG. I don't. I think they're trying to figure it out. I mean, like I think they'd be much better off doing collectible video games than they would be TCG.
Yeah, like retro games. They started that for a while, but I think
Yeah, but they want to buy it for $3, and then that's the thing.
I think the problem with retro games and stuff like that is like it's so easy to reproduce those and make fake copies, and you have to then train your GameStop employee to like know what the difference is between a fake game. It takes and this is what they're going to run into. What? Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
TCGs too?
This is exactly what they're going to run into at TCGs.
Yeah.
Like grading your cards at GameStop. I'm not going to grade my card at GameStop. I don't trust that person to know.
Yeah, but that's not for you. That service isn't for you.
Yeah.
Service is for the kid that sees
Maybe.
graded cards and PokeRev grading cards is at GameStop with his dad or his mom or whatever.
It's to rip off mom and dad and grandma. Yeah.
But I think the success for TCGs tends to be in like singles, and I do think like they're gonna get burned too hard to do that.
When
So,
GameStop's got an account on TCG Player, the end of days is coming.
I don't think we're that far away from that though, man. Like I think
that
like-
seems like we're likely there.
I mean they'll probably have their own website though.
I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't go after TCG Player, to be honest with you. That to me seems like a much better play.
eBay bought
That's
that.
a market that just is
man.
attackable.
I didn't even think about that.
Like to
No,
me, that's a
eBay
much-
owns that. They're not
Yeah,
gonna,
eBay. They're not going to
they're
conquer
not,
eBay.
not taking that from eBay.
No, but they'll buy your platform.
Wait, they're not going to buy TCG Player. They're going to make their own TCG Player.
No, that's what I'm saying. And then
Yeah.
eBay and TCG Player will buy GameStop's platform.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's GameStop's end game there.
Yeah, I don't see GameStop making their own TCG player.
I
Why?
think
But it's
I think people would just laugh at that.
Nobody
Why?
does
That
that,
seems like a
'cause
much better.
Channel Fireball tried that and it didn't work.
And they got them bought by TCG Player.
it was the literal end game.
It was literally it's one of the things that spurred getting
So you
bought by
think eBay
TCG.
buys GameStop?
I think Channel Fireball is more credible than GameStop is.
No, that's not.
What is it? What is happening
What
to this
is this
podcast?
podcast?
That was.
What is happening?
That was.
Did we all just forget the last 4 years?
I have
What is
been.
happening?
I have been on every episode of this podcast. That was by far the wildest statement that's ever been said.
You trust a GameStop employee to grade your card over a Channel Fireball employee?
Yeah,
I think the Channel
100%.
Fireball employee will steal your card and then lie to you about how many copies exist.
I would let that
God.
GameStop employee date my mother over.
I'd also take your mom over them.
Well,
But,
is
like-
your mom from Ohio? A GameStop employee is like,
This is wild. This is a wild podcast.
I just hate Channel Fireball, man.
I can tell. There's a
Channel
lot of
Fireball brings
I
back.
have no love for Channel Fireball, but at least they know what a TCG is. And you walk into a GameStop and they're going to be like, I don't know what that is.
do they?
Like,
Do they know what a TCG is?
What is happening?
I don't know.
No more margaritas, Donald.
No,
I still have two more.
No, keep going, baby. We're almost there. We're almost
Donald
home.
just insulting every GameStop employee ever. Which
I mean,
has to be higher than the female viewership of this podcast, for the record.
Who watches more of this podcast? GameStop employees or any female?
I would put $100 that more GameStop employees watch this channel.
No,
than-
I think
female.
since George lost the weight, I think you might lose that bet.
No, he's got to fix his hair first. They can't see him from
Fine.
the waist down. All they see is the hair.
The cost cutter's lopsided. This is not pulling him
I
in.
think it's fine.
And the dents from the guy who was like, "Where's the hair? How do I find it?"
I think it's fine. Just your fat face doesn't let you see your bone structure. Your-
Wow.
Someone played whack-a-mole on your dome, dude.
Your fat face and your fat foot. Don't come at me. So
I got a fat finger.
that's what, you guys are falling apart.
I'm falling apart. I'm Team Louis falling apart.
I thought you're fully healed.
So I mean, the other thing you can tell me is they could also become a distributor.
No.
Why? Like, why
That's
could that? Like, why is that not?
That's more likely to me than anything else we've discussed.
That's more likely than them becoming another TCG player. Nobody. That's
what they should do. That's what they absolutely positively should do. That's where the money is. They have the pull. They have the resources. That's what they absolutely should do.
That is correct.
How do they explain to me how they have the resources and the pull?
They're a publicly traded company that has a lot of money.
Okay.
And a lot of maybe a lot of Bitcoin one day.
And they also already have a
like
capable either consultant to do IT work or an IT team.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Higher cardio.
God, please make that happen. To be a fly in the wall of that conversation.
That'd be great.
It
would show they're doing.
Yeah.
Like
that would do it.
They could absolutely compete with TCG player. That's absolutely where the money is. It's the lightest lift, I think, weirdly. I think it's the highest return.
They also have a foot in the door of the biggest challenge of rivaling a TCG player, and that's notoriety and rapport, right?
Absolutely.
Getting community members to list things on your platform.
Imagine if you got a GameStop buck for every buck you pay in fees for the first year.
Yeah, or even also
everybody's going over.
You feel comfortable as a person selling, and you feel comfortable as a person buying with that brand.
And they could sponsor the podcast. Be perfect.
Maybe. I like that.
A perfect.
Like
only if you charge Louis 9% for every sale.
I mean, like, listen, I'd
do it for free sponsorship of the podcast if I don't have to pay fees on GameStop.
No, they're going to charge you more to sponsor the podcast.
They should absolutely do 50 cents in GameStop bucks for every buck you pay in fees to GameStop.
Well, I don't know, 50 cents for every buck.
Okay.
To start for a year, just do it. Steal that market share.
Let's move on because we are in the weeds of something that doesn't exist. Speaking of things that don't exist, let's talk about Metazoo.
MetaGoat.
I was about to say, which India are you transitioning to?
We also, in addition to all rooting for Taylor Swift with her billions of streams, we obviously all
saw the Metazoo section him talking about Taylor Swift. Can I
get secret rare?
Can I go get a beer?
Is she a cryptid?
You have a beer, thank God. Go shut up somewhere. They have the secret rare Mothman.
This has been a thing for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. We just saw it pulled.
No.
So Louis.
Yeah.
What will the secret rare Mothman be worth in 6 months?
$10.
That's pretty high.
$10,000? It is a lot higher than I thought you were going to say.
$10.
$10,000?
$10. I have only $10 worth of faith in Metazoo.
It's gonna be worth at least, how much is your stupid fake negation worth?
I said between $500 and $1,000.
You're worth more than that by a mile.
No.
Yeah, to the pump and dumpers, and then in 3 months when nobody cares anymore, it won't be worth anything.
The only person dumping the zoo is Louis because that's what he does best.
I gave free Metazoo Christmas packs to every one of my gold wizards this week who bought anything from the store randomly.
We're talking about scams. I got to put my channel merch up.
You're literally
they got a cryptic fanny pack
that won't fit them.
That won't fit them.
Fit some of them. We don't know.
No.
I think the secret rare is a great idea of MetaGoats. I think they're crushing it. Want to give a big shout out to the people opening
it. Hold on. You can't credit Metazoo with secret rares.
Sure you can.
I mean,
no one's ever thought of that before.
You can.
Wait, what they called it a secret rare too?
Yeah.
Just rip it off.
It's not in the book. They get it. They're crushing it.
Hey, next set, Louis, be on the lookout. What's really going to pump? Illustration rares.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Designed by Garfield.
Bold of you to assume there'll be another set.
Designed by Garfield. Business plan by Pokemon alums. And this podcast still won't believe in them.
Knowing Metazoo, they probably did it in reverse. They let the Pokemon marketing team design the game.
Welcome to Metazoo to be with you.
Okay.
But you have somebody paint an artwork. Oh my god, they painted the artwork. It's amazing. This game's great.
Speaking of
Is
Garfield,
Metazoo art AI generated, the new game?
Probably. I hope so.
Altered.
speaking of Garfield, what
The
is our
cat?
Lorcana topic?
What does that have to do with Garfield?
I just assumed that was Disney.
cat?
No, not even close.
The lasagna-loving, Monday-hating
Hey,
feline?
can we all agree that lasagna might be one of the better foods? Like,
I hate lasagna.
Donald, how do you
What?
hate everything that brings anyone any joy?
Donald, how do you hate lasagna?
I hate lasagna.
It was
Do you
human.
hate, hold on, I have.
Also,
hold on.
like Garfield, I hate Mondays.
Do you hate all pastas? Like all spaghetti?
No, I don't like spaghetti. I don't like lasagna.
So,
Okay,
Don,
which
tell me
type
something
of-
you like.
Which type of Italian noodles with sauce do you like?
I like carbonara.
Isn't that
What?
just spaghetti with chicken?
I let's be clear. I'm not against spaghetti. The noodle. I'm fine with the noodle. The noodle's fine.
Let's really get into it this week.
I don't like meat or marinara sauce. Hence why I don't like spaghetti. or-
Like an Alfredo sauce, though.
Alfredo's fine. Carbonara is fine.
Chicken Alfredo.
What is your
I don't like
food?
chicken. I don't like. I mean,
What's your favorite food, Donald?
Publish.
Sushi.
Sushi's a
I'll
good
be
answer.
honest. I did not see that coming, Donald.
Sushi's a good answer, though.
I did
Sushi's
not see
good.
that coming from you, Donald.
Now I
I'll
kind
be
of
Why?
honest.
Why?
Usually, somebody who talks about their tax bracket as much as you do, not the biggest sushi.
That's fair. Just because I like it doesn't mean I eat it a lot.
All right, what do you like about Lorcana, Donald?
What do you like about sushi, Donald?
I like a lot of things about Lorcana.
What's the Lorcana topic?
Sushi.
Oh, can we talk about? Have you registered for Lorcana's Play Network yet? Because it says you haven't.
I have.
Okay.
That's not what I'm hearing from my sources.
I definitely have.
It's been rejected, I believe.
That doesn't mean that company has everything together and has
That's
like,
perfectly together.
organized it.
Oh, I can give you some.
So-
I happen,
So you
I happen to know the person who's in charge of that, and they might be just playing a joke on me and not accepting me.
Do you need
Well-
IT consulting services?
it currently shows that no one has, but because you can actually go on now and set up your account on the
I have
Ravensburger.
I have definitely done it.
So you can go and set up your account. You can choose your avatar now and all that. So they're getting. Yep, it is true. As of this week,
Wait, what's your avatar going to be?
No clue.
he'll never be on there. Why would he need to be on there?
That's where
He's
they're
not gonna-
doing games.
He's never going to play the game.
So, Donald, what's your avatar going to be?
My avatar is currently Stitch. But yeah, you can now go on and sign up. So they're getting ready for the transition to the new system, which will come with the next set.
The best system.
But
It's cool.
A real genius
yeah.
would have invested in that system when it was a wee lad.
I'm excited for it because not to bring up things like Cryptic, but it was nice.
But
it was
it's
nice
over.
with.
I am so happy we're back to being a Cryptic and Metazoo
But
podcast.
it still
We are
hurts.
back.
I hate this podcast so much.
We are back.
I can't believe this
Cryptic
is the
and
Lorcana
Metazoo.
topic.
Continue,
Let
Donald.
me know when I can talk.
Go ahead, Donald. Live your
Okay.
truth. Talk that talk, King.
It was nice to be able to track online your ELO and that kind of stuff with tournaments because as the tournament organizer for our local Lorcana, it's not fun to keep a spreadsheet to keep track of all that stuff. So I am looking forward to not having to do as much work to keep track of league points and such. And
System, Donald. I'm with you.
I'm a big fan of that too because that means Donald will complain less.
That's not.
I have never complained one time to you about anything that I have to do for Lorcana.
Hmm.
Go on, tell it. What have I complained
Probably
about?
true.
Donald gets spicy the more marks he has. This is great.
I can't
Love
believe
this.
this is the Lorcana topic.
Well, Josh,
There isn't a Lorcana topic. I joined this podcast 3 seconds before it started, and I'm being told that I'm supposed to come up with a topic.
All right, hold on. Next week, you need to come up with a Lorcana topic.
I thought
Okay.
that was given based on
This was pretty.
your role in the
Come up with a
podcast.
Lorcana
My
topic.
role in the podcast is just to
We talk
present a
about
Lorcana
Magic
topic.
George picks a game that nobody cares about
Hold on.
that'll die next week.
I never said it was just to pick the Lorcana topic.
No.
But you are the only person on the podcast that has ever played Lorcana.
That's not
Incorrect.
correct.
So, okay, then you want to talk about the D23 promos that people got their hands on this week?
Yeah.
I would love to. Tell us about them, Don.
I thought you were going to tell us.
This is the first time I've heard of it.
I want to talk about the
It's
fact
not-
that Jesus
it's not
Island
because-
is $135 a box.
3 weeks ago, I brought this up, but
Correct.
Um,
Everything very well done.
the second round of D23 promos, there are 6 cards in the set, one from each set at the time that there was. Yeah. They did a lottery to basically give away the extra inventory, I would say. But was kind of shocked at the number of people that got those. I would say it was probably well over 50% of people that applied for it got it to buy it at MSRP.
A lot of people in my Discord were
Yeah, I was hoping that George would get me one, but it doesn't look like he did. I did not get one.
Really? Did you try?
Not gonna lie, no, I did not.
Well, Donald.
It seemed like a lot of work to create an account.
Have your roof.
Donald.
I mean, it's not something I needed, and
You can't make fun of George not getting you one if you didn't try to put your hat in the free ring.
I didn't want to pay for it. I just wanted George to give me one.
You one for free?
Yeah, it's like $30.
Wait, is it like really $30?
Yeah, it's MSRP.
MSRP was $100.
Oh, I don't know how much MSRP was, but
No,
it doesn't really.
Worst segment ever.
It doesn't really matter to you. I mean, $30, $100 is whatever.
My brain.
You could have just
right now. How are we not talking about Archai's Island being the first successful?
Well, first of all, it's called Arcasia's Island, and let's talk about that, Josh. Let's talk about it.
The Lorcana box can't hold above $100 since the second set, and this one's pumping at $131 a box.
What do we do? All my games are pumping.
It's insane. Like this is far and away the most successful set they've had since set 2. It's huge.
How we do it? Once they change the play,
I think we've already talked
all
about
of a sudden this boxes pump. I never would have guessed that.
Dual cards. They expanded their distribution to like down there at 5 distributors. Like a lot of those things are why that is.
New play network.
Yeah, but
I don't think any of that. I don't think any of that has anything. I think the only thing that has to do with it is the power level of the set. The set is very pushed because of the dual link cards. Set is very pushed. It changes the. What is your problem now?
Wasn't that the first thing I said?
I said distributor and play network has nothing to do with this.
You've done this to people.
The dual link cards and the power level of the set is what's pushing the set, and it's a very good set.
Yeah, I think that's good. We finally have a Lorcana set that's like not just crashing.
New play network crushed it.
Okay.
Sponsored by the Lorcana Play Network.
Can you please bring us to the secret sauce so that we can put everybody through their
Can we not have Lorcana topics going forward? God, it's so miserable. So
That's
miserable.
how I feel whenever we talk about Pokemon.
I just said this was the best set that they've had since set 2, and now you don't want to talk about Lorcana.
I'd like to talk about it with people that actually like.
I'm so confused.
Cared and then just pretend to care, but you know.
Okay, secret sauce.
Well, Donald kind of put a damper on it because it would be about Donald and his singing and his beautiful voice, but now Donald's too Frankie to sing. So, Donald, how is
For the record, I was never going to sing for you.
Why not?
That was never going to happen.
Can we
Oh,
all sing together?
I think 1 or 2 more margaritas, Donald would start singing.
Maybe.
So, Donald, tell me about your choir.
What would you like to know?
What kind of choir is it?
It is a community choir.
What kind of music do you sing?
We sing all kinds of music.
Are you a
What's your
baritone?
favorite song that you sing?
I am a tenor.
Oh, okay, cool.
What's your favorite song that you sing?
Like this season or
Yeah.
Ever. No, ever.
ever?
Ever, all time?
I don't know.
What's your favorite song this season?
At the Round Earth's Imagined Corners.
What the hell's that?
My favorite song ever.
Well, sing it.
No.
Oh.
I don't think you understand. Can you tell me what choir means?
The dude singing.
I don't think it just
and females, but yeah.
I don't think it just has to be.
Yeah, but the point is, it's an ensemble. Can you tell me what ensemble means?
A lot of together.
Okay.
It's not a solo.
I have failed miserably at my job of trying to keep this podcast together, but that's what you get.
Oh, when you said you failed miserably, my brain started going with all the things that could be.
Are you going to edit the podcast this week, Louie, or is it going to be another no edit week?
I don't. I kind of like the no edit. Oh, it is definitely gonna be a no edit week because I forgot to change the OBS settings. So, yeah, that's it.
You literally do nothing anymore.
I'm just gonna post it raw like this. Yeah.
Wait, is there? What do you mean raw? There's like an intro.
Nope, not last week.
There's no intro anymore.
There's no intro to the podcast. What happened?
Because I updated to OBS 31.0.3, and apparently that changed all my settings.
Never update.
Now the recording is not readable by Final Cut Pro, so then I have to convert it to a whole different format, which took like an hour and a half, and I got bored. So then
I'm surprised you made it an hour and a half.
No, sorry, it started in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Donald, I know those aren't spicy margs, but baby, you are spicy. That's what I love about you, Donald. That's what I love about you, Donald.
Ending this podcast talking about Donald Spicy Margs and how long Louis lasted was not on my bingo card, but here we are.
All righty, everybody. Goodbye. Have a great day. Go subscribe to Spicy Marg's channel. at Spicy Marg looking gaming.
What
Louis just does not give an F anymore.
What is that?
Never did. That's his secret sauce.
That's he's like the Hulk. What's your secret? I never cared.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Go subscribe
This
to
is
Hometown TCG.
Down.
May the zoo be with you.
Oh, what do I want? Pump George's secret channel.
No.
How am I get my viewers?
It's go to youtube.com/George. Whatever pops up is George's new channel.
All right, we gotta see what his is now.
Goodbye, everybody. Be kind to the people around you. May the zoo be with you.
George, I hope it's not bad. And also with you.